Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Final Fantasy VI. Last time, Kefka went absolutely batshit, and the Empire lost its only good soldier. This time, we are going to be getting lores for the old man himself, Strago. And the first thing we're going to do is, even though this is the glitched up version where this may or may not work, we're going to try and use Sketch on the pipsqueaks here. Now, you don't have to do this regardless of which version you're playing. There's a much easier way that we'll be able to do on our way in the next few episodes, but I'm just going to try it to see how it goes. Okay, it didn't glitch out, and that's not what I needed you to do. Let's try that again. Now, I know last time I was on the Veldt. Try this one. The sketch command, there we go. Roulette. Sketch command can do a number of different things. Let's get Cyan in there as well. And Cyan can finish the job there. All right. Now that is one way to learn roulette. As I went over before, learning blue magic spells in Final Fantasy VI does not involve being targeted with the spell, merely that Strago is alive to witness it, and I think he only needs to be around at the end of the battle. I'm not 100% sure on that, but anyway. Now that I've found that just happened to be the first one I found as I was searching, there's a few more enemies that we want to find here on the Veldt. Namely, one specific battle formation that I made sure to mention a couple different times that you should probably find. Okay, we're just finished up with pack number 15. Pack number 16 should be next, and that has a chance of containing the enemy formation that I particularly want. If we don't get it, I'm going to use this opportunity to show something off. We will see if this happens. Okay, so this is not the particular battle formation that I want to see. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load my save state that I made right before I started recording again. What you do, and this only works in emulator, is if you want to trigger a different monster in the pack, from what I've read, you need to take the airship off the Veldt there, fight any random enemy. You don't even have to go over here. It's just the closest spot to go. And once you're done fighting that one, you make another save state, go back to the Veldt. That's a new enemy. I don't have information on you at the moment. I'm not going to bother figuring out what that is because he's dead. But yeah, so the idea is you fight one battle, get back on your airship, go back over here. And don't mind me, I just like parking down here. No particular reason, I just like to do it. We're going to make another save state, and the battle formation should still be in the same pack, but it should be potentially a different enemy within that pack. In this case, it wasn't, so I'm going to try again, and I will see you in a moment. Okay, now, because I had to cut, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate to you kind of how, like, the process uncut, but I will assure you that it does indeed work. It only works on emulator. You save state, try the battle. If it doesn't work, you load your save state, fight a battle off the Veldt, come back, make another save state, fight a battle. In my case, it happened to be 2 pipsqueaks and a general twice in a row, then 3 commandos twice in a row, and now finally a chaser. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't believe we found the second chaser formation, which contains a chaser, and then when it's defeated, it summons 3 pipsqueaks. I believe the only one I got is the one with the 3 trappers, which is the one that we're actually interested in finding. Okay. I forgot to bring the person I need to confuse, or do I have the spell? Do I have the muddle spell? I have the muddle spell. Perfect. I'll go over to the spells that I learned. First one we want to learn is called Discord. It can be either learned from a Chaser or a Telstar. You don't have to muddle it, but it does make things I don't know, faster, easier. I can't remember how many turns or what conditions are required to make it use it. All I know is cast muddle, and chances are it'll use it before too long. Now, one thing you may want to do when it comes time to do stuff like this is you may want to turn up the battle speed, because the enemies are pretty slow at this point. It may be time to finally raise that a little bit, though I'm not sure if I will or not. Plasma is not what I was going for. Well, he hasn't unconfused himself yet, so let's see if he'll use it yet. Come on, Discord. Okay, there we go. He finally used it. Alright, now he can go bye-bye. We don't need him anymore. Come on, get that Bolt 2 action in there. There we go. Now he's fallen down. Now we have 3 trappers. I forgot to do something before this fight. Things could get really bad. Level 5 Doom. I don't think we're all... Okay, none of us are. Perfect. Level 5 Doom is another ability that we want to learn. There's actually 2 more in this particular battle. This is why I wanted to make sure that we got this battle formation, because we can learn 4 different ones in this fight alone. This is going to hurt somebody. It hurts a lot of people. Well, Strago's alive, but that's it. Now, in order to learn all of these, where the hell are my Phoenix Downs? I do have to be alive at the end of the fight, and we have to finish the fight, which won't be difficult for Strago to do unless he muddles himself, which is the 3rd ability that these guys are going to learn. And there's level 3 muddle. Okay, it missed him. Oh no. Lore, Aqua Rake, die now. Strago, you... That doesn't help, but it doesn't hurt either. Gaw could annihilate me right now. That would be bad. Please tell me this is enough damage. Yay! Okay, Strago learns Discord, level 3 Muddle, level 4 Flare, and level 5 Doom. This is the most monster, like blue magic dense battle in the entire game. There might be some other enemies that use a lot, but yeah, I'm going to heal, and the rest of it doesn't need to be done in the Veldt, so you don't have to worry about that. There are 2 more that I can learn now, and 1 more that I could learn if I have the Zombone Rage, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it because it can easily be done when we go to the next dungeon anyway. So I will see you over by South Figaro, where we will encounter the 1 remaining enemy that we need to find. All right, and we have Grease Monks near South Figaro, easiest place to find them. And again, they don't cast it on their own, which is good because they're really early on enemies, and if they did cast it, you know, when we were here the first time, it probably wouldn't have done much. But yeah, Step Mine is doing damage equal to the amount of steps and some kind of formula. It hurts a lot. And, well, Strago gets access to it, which is nice. We learned Step Mine. All right, now there's 1 more that we can learn right now. We can also learn it later, but I might as well show it. We'll find 1 more fight, and then I have 1 location to visit, and then we can move on. Now, I talked about this before, that there was a pretty much perfect rage here for Gaw. And, well, if you let him do his thing, he uses Pep Up and kills himself. Now, Pep Up is an ability that Strago can learn, but like, what was it? He had another one that was basically the same way. It was a sacrificial ability that I'll never use. So yeah, we learned Pep Up. you can learn it that way. If you don't have it, I will mention later on what we can do to learn it in a different location later on in the game, but we can get it now, so I figured I'd show it. Yeah, so the only other one that's, as far as I know, possible to learn at this point is called Condemned. We can get that from the Zombone range, but again, we're going to get that in the next dungeon anyway. Alright, we decided to bring a friend with us, Cyan. That's because, well, we should probably take a look-see around. By the way, the Empire has been removed from South Figaro as per the agreement that we made following the banquet. Even though they turned evil afterward. Why do I not have... Oh, I just need to give it to somebody. I was like, where are my sprint shoes? Alright. Yeah, the Empire has, even though they were, evil all along, they still have pulled out of all of the locations they said they would. They still gave us the treasure trove. Everything kind of went well. Here we get an ether and an elixir. Here is a free resting place, which is nice to have. We have plenty of those throughout the game, but they can't hurt. And once we've got that out of the way, I believe we picked up this when we were here during the sequence earlier in the game. There are some more places we can go to. I don't think I need to do anything up here. I think this just takes me on outside. Yes, that just takes me outside. I don't need to do anything up there. I do have a map for this area, but I'm stupidly ignoring it because brains. I has them. Alright. An X potion in Cyan's room. And there's one more room with stuff in it. Where is it? It's not in here. This is the king's room or the throne room. There's nothing there. I'm guessing it's up here. Nope, I was just in there. Then it's this way. Maybe? Ah, there we go. A phoenix down and a beads accessory. The beads accessory is one of those, shall we say, completely useless accessories in the Super Nintendo version of the game, for reasons that you could probably decipher based on it's only the Super Nintendo version of the game where it's completely useless. It's another darkness bug related accessory. I believe it just gives you additional evade. I think it gives you like 20% more evade or something like that. But that doesn't do anything in this game. Let's find out for sure. Where are you? Beads. There we go. Yeah, just 20% more evade. It does nothing! Alright, let's get on this airship. There's one other place that we can take a look at real quick. The world map has indeed changed. The floating continent is, well, it's gone. The entire section of the sealed cave. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do here. I will run over here, though I don't believe there's any purpose in doing that. Yeah, we can do exactly nothing with that. But yeah, they've actually removed the entire continent that floated up there. It was all basically that was the continent that the Espers called their home. It wasn't a whole nother universe or anything like that. It was just what it was. All right, so we did all of the grinding that I said I was going to do, and well, now it's time to head up to the continent. But first, I need to switch up my setup. Okay, we're back, and I'm not going to admit that it's like half an hour later as I was going through notes and realizing that I hadn't wrote anything down for the upcoming enemies at all. So, things happened. Anyway, new party. Oddly enough, you're required to go with 3 party members to the upcoming dungeon, which is kind of weird, and it's one of the few times they force you into a less than optimal party. Anyway, this is the setup. Locke is set up in steel mode. Everybody has Gaia gears. Strago has a thunder rod and 2 pairs of earrings. Mog is being given the Dragoon boots and a hero ring, so he can do both dancing and Dragoon stuff, which is fun. Of course, Dragoon boots gives him access to the jump command. And I think that's pretty much it. As far as everyone goes, I just have you working on Zone Seek because you're going to gain a level pretty quick. You're on Bismarck because you're going to gain a level pretty quick. And Bismarck is Strength, and Zone Seek is Magic. We don't have anything on Mog yet, but I will give him Phantom at one point. Now, the magic spells that we learned. Now, I'm just going to basically talk about this. I spent about an hour and 15 minutes, somewhere in that kind of range, learning all the same spells for all of my magic casters, which includes Strago, Realm, Terra, Celeste, and I ended up giving Gaw everything because he was in all the fights anyway. You already saw all the stuff that I gave to Setzer. That's all he's going to get. So as far as spells go, I just basically learned everything except for Drain. It just takes too long to learn Drain, and it's not worth it. Now, you don't have to do this by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just doing this so I don't have to switch my damn Espers all the time. The only thing I'm going to have to focus on is giving Zone Seek and Bismarck to whoever's about to level up. Anyway, with that being said, you probably want to save before coming up here. Let's find that floating continent. Jump onto that thing. Only 3 in the party. So yeah, for whatever reason, they always do that, and they rip out all the characters that are in your active party, which I find kind of annoying. I wish they wouldn't do that, but oh well. All right, let's go to her. I can move? What am I doing? Can I go down? I can't go down. Why is there an abbreviation there? Let's give him a bloody lip. Alright, we're going to fight some battles against Sky Armor and Spitfire. I don't think I need to do much of anything. Let's have you use... I believe these guys are both... Yeah, they have tinctures, I think. Yeah, these are both guys are weak to Bolt and Wind. So we're going to go Wind Song, which is the native dance for this area. And hopefully that it gets Wind Song. Plasma can work too. What was the other one he was weak to? Bolt. Let's take a look at one of our new spells here. If I can find where all my spells are. Bolt 2. Finish off one of these guys. And yeah, when Mog tries to do the native dance, the dance in the region you're already in, he will never stumble. So you don't ever have to worry about that. There we go. So we're going to fight a number of battles that play out pretty much the same way. So I'm just going to cut them out. You can check your equipment and remove Espers if need be in between. I'm just going to leave Zone Seek on him because he's the only magic user I have in the party right now. Everyone else is either, physical and physical, so there's no reason to do anything else. Oh, something's going on in the background there. What was that? Okay, one other thing that I'll point out as far as stats go on these enemies is, well, I'm going to mention that one of them, Sky Armor, is level 24, and the other one, Spitfire, is level 25, just in case your characters happen to be in that range, at, namely Gaw and Strago, because they have access to Stone, and, well, Stone does 8 times damage if you're the same level, so that's kind of important information. Something curious approaches. And, oh, okay, status effects don't last after battle. I had gotten... status effect there. I am going to... Do we have one more fight? I think we have one more fight. Okay, finished off with that one. Oh, hey, I see something else going on here. Wait a minute. Hey, what exactly are you? Oh, no surprise here. I think you might still be able to run into more dudes. But we don't really need to. Alright, so Ultros. Last fight, huh, Ultros? First things first, Ultros has, well, he's changed a little bit. And not you. This time he knows exactly 0 spells. All of his attacks are physical. So we win. Let's see, Ultros is... What level is Ultros? He's level 26, weak to fire, and instead of lightning, he's now weak to poison. He still absorbs water, for obvious reasons. And once you deal enough damage to him, something will happen. Well, he's weak to poison. Let's exploit it. Okay, 5,000 damage. And he's got a friend. His friend is interesting. His friend, Chupon, is actually, well... Chupon is weak to something. It's weak to a couple of somethings, actually. One of them is mute, which means he can't do any spells either. Another is Berserk. Again, he can't use any spells either. And the fight literally can't go against me at this point. The only thing I could do to screw this up would be to use Dance, and then Mog healed all my party members with Sunbath, and then I get, you know, attacked after that. So yeah, Chupon is level 26, weak to ice and water, absorbs fire. He uses poison. Ultros uses something else as well. Anyway, we're going to use Jump here for reasons. I don't think we can steal anything valuable from either of those guys. We can get a Dirk and dried meat, both of which are garbage. That's not bad damage. Also, Ultros has auto float in this fight, which means we do a lot more damage with lock than we otherwise would. Let's do... Where's that bio spell again? Do some more damage to you. Better not irritate him. He gets hungry when he's irritated. Is this a Snickers commercial long before Snickers came up with that idea? Well. Alright, let's finish off this really easy fight here. Finish off Ultros and... Alright, let's use Ice 2 against the back guy there. Yep, he's just gonna miss every single time. Yep, this is the boss fight. Chupon has 10,000 HP, Ultros has 17,000. He's got a lot of HP, but it just doesn't matter. Because he can't do anything. No one can hit anything. Even if we have to all physically attack, we will eventually kill him. Now, once you've dealt enough damage to Chupon there, you get sneezed out of existence. And immediately into another boss fight! Okay, give me a second here. We gotta scroll down. Air Force has 4 parts. 3 of them are currently active. Part 1, Air Force, the main guy, 8,000 HP. Laser Gun is on... Laser Gun is the target to... No. So yeah, this one is Air Force. This one is... Which one is this one? This one is called Laser Gun. This one has 3,300 HP, and the bottom one there is called Missile Bay, and it's got 3,000 HP. It'll eventually summon, I think once you kill the Laser Gun, a spec enemy that only has 420 HP, and basically is a living runic. It has no turns, doesn't do anything. That's all it's there for, is living runic. So you can't cast spells once that happens. Spec is level 25, Missile Bay 25, Laser Gun 24, and Air Force 25. I think my Strago is level 26, so I think I'm shit out of luck there. Anyway, all parts are weak to lightning and water. The Missile Bay has a rare steel that Locke is going to try and go for. And that's a rare thing that I had a chance of stealing before. Now, you could choose to do lots of things in this fight. First of all, lore, Aqua Rake is water elemental. It was water, right? Water and Bolt. Yeah. So you can either do this or you can do Bolt 2 against everything and try and nuke the pieces. But I would like Locke to be able to steal this. Once you lower their HP, they have... That did more damage to the one on the side, you just can't see it. Now it uses Diffuser because it was lowered on HP a little more. One of those, Phantom won't do us any good in this fight. Nope, I kind of want to steal. And I also want to heal everybody. And Bismarck does water elemental damage, and I kind of want to use it for that, but I also want to steal. This is not a requirement, and it does make the boss fight immensely harder trying to keep up with that. Alright, we're gonna single target on you. As you can see, it's not like it's an easy fight. It's a two-stage boss, basically. It's basically the same fight as before, except for it requires drastically different strategy. I would be best off using Mog to dance here. Specifically, the water rondo is really good. But so is... Damn it. So is the wind, the natural dance, the wind song there. That's also really good. Ow, that does a lot of damage. Okay, we got it. Perfect. All right. We're going to... I should have used dance, but we're going to jump there. And I believe this guy also has auto float, if I remember correctly. I wrote down a whole bunch of information. I don't see auto float in my notes. Okay. Also, all of the bosses in this area are immune to instant death. So don't bother trying to cheese your way through anything. Just going to use a potion real quick there. And Zone Seek is actually not a bad idea, but since Mog's in the air, I'm not going to use it. That will cast Shell on the party. In place, we are going to use Bolt 2 here. Yeah, you can't see the damage numbers because they get hidden behind things there. So we're going to do that and hopefully to nuke things there. Phantom is not going to help. Alright, we're going to go for Wind Song, I think, because it'll give him a chance of healing. So we got rid of that. And now we're going to set up Zone Seek to get Shell on me so I don't take as much damage. Yeah, this is not an easy fight, but it's made more difficult if you are trying to steal. If you're not trying to steal, you can walk away from this fight pretty quickly. See, there we go. It's launched a spec. The spec absorbs magic. So our only way of dealing with that is to physically attack it. It's weak to Bolt. Well, it absorbs direct magic, like actual physical spells, so I probably didn't have to do that because Mog killed it anyway. But this will do a decent amount of damage because it's lightning elemental. And the Bolt 2. And that's the fight. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with a bunch of these fights, because like the last fight, we completely cheesed through it without doing anything. This one, it's actually relatively difficult to keep up with, and apparently we've been falling for the last, 5 minutes or something like that, so we're probably dead. We also get a guaranteed Tsarina ring, which I don't remember ever using. Kefka, Gestalt, and the statues are just ahead. Down with the Empire. Once I have lived my usefulness, they tried to off me. Double crossing, eh? thought you were dead indeed. Is Interceptor all right? He's fine, but he's not up here. Can't just leave you here. And we've gained our 4th party member. Shadow is required in this area. He's also been level averaged up to the rest of your party members as well. Shadow does not have Interceptor right now because we're on a floating continent and, well, we didn't drop the dog on too. So yeah, let's take a quick look at what we can give him. Give him a Blossom Dagger. That's good. Everybody wants Gaia gear in this area. By the way, if you didn't do any purchasing of stuff earlier, which I recommended that you do, you'll probably want to do that now. The remaining shurikens can be useful, as will the fire skeins and the bolt edges. Those will be pretty useful around now. This is primarily what I bought them for, so you didn't have to buy them back when I did buy them, but you probably want them now. And I didn't want to spoil the fact that we're going to get them by buying them right before we came up here. So anyway, we've got access to Shadow once again. Shadow is going to sit in the back. Hopefully he's offset. He is not offset with Locke. That's unfortunate. I'll have to kill off one of my party members at some point. You are going to level up really fast in this area. Alright. I think everyone is pretty much set up there. We have 1 mage for this area, so we're going to have to be pretty good with his MP. Also note that he can use Osmos on a number of enemies around here, and I stole a bunch of tinctures from the those machines before we fought Ultros there, so there's that. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will explore the floating continent in full detail. And yeah, that's pretty much all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.